Welcome to Business Chat with Debbie, where we talk to small businesses about their stories. I'm your host, Debbie Warburton, and today I've got the lovely Jade Scott. We started laughing before we even started this podcast. Welcome, my lovely.
Thank you for having me.
On time this month. Jade turned up on the 28th of June and there was nobody here. So
I was just so excited. Oh dear.
What we got here.
We did.
To talk about your well, it's not really a new business anymore, is it? Because you've been doing it for a while, haven't you?
What's the date
social
today?
planner. 28th of July.
Of course it's month early. So what is it? 2 years, 2 months. It
seems like yesterday.
28 days. It does, doesn't it?
It just seems like yesterday. So you branched out and did your... So what do you do?
So,
apart from post a lot about food, because that's all you see on your
we'll double back to that.
Yep.
Food. My whole personality is food. Why am I not? I know I'm large, but why am I not even like the size of a house right now? Because it is not right with the amount of food that I do consume. I'm what's called a grazer. I like to just graze all throughout the day. Go to a client meeting, there are biscuits. Well, I'll have one. It's rude not to. Bring biscuits with me. Well, of course, rude not to.
There's donuts in the green room, by the way.
Is there? Oh, I would have had one of those. I wasn't on the phone. Oh, my goodness. I'm also covering my double chin, just so you know, because there's a camera there looking at me. So it looks like I'm being all angelic, but actually what in reality, I'm just hiding the chub.
Which everyone's going to look for now that you've pointed that out. So we need to talk about your business.
Right, okay, yes. The social planner.
Yes.
Which is very important because people just go, oh, social planner. No, because, you know.
The one and only.
Thank you.
The one and only.
Yes. So what started off as just social media quickly snowballed, but like a snowball where it picks up roses and loveliness on the way. It just evolved into this whole marketing agency. So a lot of self-development on the way to get me where I am. But now I just offer everything digital marketing and traditional marketing. I've got a team that supports me with all their own strengths. So I'm able to offer more. And I'm in a creative studio, a collaborative studio. So if I am with a client and I think that one of the team in there could offer them something, then I'm able to offer graphic design and illustration and animation and all of that. So, you know, it's gone from this to now this. Imagine like a Venn diagram and it's all just merged together. That's how it is. And then voiceover as well. So if you're listening to this, like the sound of my voice? No, I'm joking, sorry.
Well, that's really good because they all complement each other anyway. All the areas complement, and you can find people who you can work with, who you can gel with, who are in those areas. Then obviously, all you'll be able to offer your clients and your is a better service.
Yep, and obviously with the events, I run events as well. And exhibition services, they all go hand in hand because it's all about brand awareness. Everything I do is to show off your brand and your business. So yeah, it works really well and I enjoy every second of it and I get to literally travel the world whilst doing it.
I know you're on Hong Kong last time.
Yes. I'm actually...
There's no food on that one. There's no food pictures on that one.
Do you know what? You're obviously missing out because all of my reels are about food.
Yeah.
I was with someone yesterday and I said, did you see my Instagram? And they're like, no, I'll show you. And they were like, but it's all food. Well, yeah, obviously. Hello, I'm Jade. But I'm being paid to go to Amsterdam in September, which is going to be amazing. Obviously, I'm not there to be a tourist. I'm there to work. But how cool is that?
Can't do any better. And you've got a load of... I've written these down so I don't make a... So you won the Entrepreneur of the Year with Devon and Plymouth Chamber.
I did.
Because you were in Hong Kong when they went.
I was on a plane whilst they were awarding it. If you can believe it. Most important night of the year.
So she apologises to anybody on the plane while she was screaming her head off. She does apologise.
No, I'll set the scene. It is a night flight. Everybody is sleeping. Everybody. I'm there with my table and my laptop and being live, like streamed from WhatsApp. And then obviously it was announced and I just started crying. Just crying. And still everyone's just... like around me just asleep. But what was lovely, so my sister was working the flight and she had told everyone Jade will be awake because she's waiting on an award, blah, blah, blah. And somebody poked their head out, saw me crying, but obviously smiling crying, and came out and brought me a bottle of champagne to celebrate. Oh. So yeah, I started crying again.
Yeah.
They were just crying really.
No food.
No food. When will they learn? Oh.
Mind you, champagne.
Oh, yeah.
And then you won the YP Sole Trader of the Year award as well.
I did.
Which we sponsored.
Yes, which you did, which was so funny because I don't think I told you. But so I brought Christina and her partner with, I was like, do you want to come to this awards night? It's going to be so great. Your partnership's lovely. They're like, yeah, great. I said, we get to dress up. So they've come and we're sitting there and obviously they've then announced all of the nominees and Christina's looked at me like, what, are you up for an award? And I was like, oh, did I not tell you that? And then obviously I won and she was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh. So yeah, I took my heels off and ran to you. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
So you must be doing something right. If you get this sort of recognition.
Super annoying and you just can't get rid of me. One of the two. Oh, she's a pain in the bum, but all right, she can stay.
But no, you are all over the place, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? In a nice way.
Yeah. It's taken a while to get to this point. There were a lot of peaks and troughs. A lot of troughs.
It always is, isn't it, when you're running your own business.
But I'll say it over and over again, and I will happily mentor people to tell them that you can't do it alone. It takes a village. It takes a lot of different personalities, a lot of people telling you how it is, even if you don't want to hear it. You need that honesty. And you do need some people to just listen sometimes. That is what you need. But yeah, I'm very thankful to a lot of people. And one day I will pay that back when I can. Don't know how, but I will.
You don't have to pay. That's the biggest thing I think about being part of a network, a really big network, because do you know what I mean? We're all integral in that.
Yes.
It's the fact that people help you along the way. People are there to recommend you. People are there to support you when you're having a down day. Yeah. And nobody expects anything in return. Just that if someone along the line says, oh, I'm in need of accountant. I know a really good accountant, Debbie. I need someone who's really good with web design and Gavin Harris. Or I need somebody, I need to get on radio, Rewind Radio. I need somebody who can do my social media, Jade.
Yes.
It's that sort of, and no one expects anything in return apart from you understanding what they do and being able to recommend them if the need arises.
It's really fulfilling. I absolutely love it when I get a phone. I probably get 5 to 10 phone calls a week asking me for recommendations for things. And that's a really nice position to be in because I do have...
Are they all for food?
Mostly, yeah. At least 9 out of the 10. Actually, I'm in the middle of a conversation right now with someone. No, I've had two today. One, and he's like, I'm in Mevagissey. Here's the menu. What do you want to eat? And I was like, I'm not in Mevagissey. The another one, I'm going to Sainsbury's. What shall I have for lunch? I'm all right, okay, well. And then I feel like I'm eating it with them then. I feel like included. Oh, dear. So, but I think as well, when you're a referrer, you can't just we get on a house on fire. It doesn't mean I would automatically pass you work because I may meet someone and I think, well, actually, I don't think that's going to work.
No,
it isn't. I think you need to understand that.
Yeah, you do understand.
The global
I've got 2 or 3 IFAs and it's measuring up the client as to who they'll get on with. Yes. Because if they're not going to get on with the person that I recommend, then it comes back on me.
Yeah.
So there's always that thinking. I know, do you know what I mean? Quite a few website designers. Do you know what I mean? Is who I know that person's going to get on with.
Exactly right. Because they've got to have a relationship. Yeah. It's not a transactional thing anymore when you do business with people.
No, and it's people buy from people. If they don't know that person, you're putting your reputation on the line by recommending somebody. Yes. And if it's not going to work out, then you sort of shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, it comes back on you. It doesn't come back on them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very important. But yeah, no, it's good, really good. And there's opportunity around every corner. I don't know what the next phone call is going to be, LinkedIn message, website inquiry, any of it.
That, and you're running
it's like Christmas every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I'm so glad you managed to get here on the right day.
It's like, thank you. Diary management, done.
She messaged me and said, I'm here. And I was like, well, that's nice for you. I'm in Falmouth.
Enjoy your drive home, Jade. Who does that? Who goes on a 2-hour round trip? Not me, apparently. I didn't even stop and get food. That's the problem.
It was food. Food was missing.
If I had road trip snacks, I mean, fine.
Yeah, I did that the other week, but I turned up 2 weeks early, but it was only down the road. It wasn't from Plymouth. And I got there and I went, I'm sure I got. I thought, oh no, it's 2 weeks time. I just didn't move it in my diary. Yeah, I didn't move it in my diary, but it was only 5 minutes down the road.
Note to self: if you're going to muck up close to home.
Yeah, or muck up big style. Either one works, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming in. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, it has been. I'm hungry now. Talking about food.
There's donuts.
No, I'm going to get a donut. It's happening.
So thank you guys for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having the lovely Jade in, and I'll see you on the next podcast. Bye-bye.